Hey, Klaus here. I see a lot of stores who are trying to collect email addresses or phone numbers to grow their list for marketing purposes. And this is a really good idea and makes perfectly sense, but you need to do it the right way. I see a lot of stores on a daily basis that are doing it completely wrong, and the store owners are most surprised to see that their sign up or their subscriber sign up rate is very low. So in this video, I want to go a little bit more in detail and give you some examples on how you can improve your subscriber rate with doing pop-up for email collection the right way. So let's dive right into it. So here we are on the first site that I want to show you. On this site is a bilingual site because they're based in Canada. We got this huge slide in pop-up while we're on the site. So it comes up relatively quickly. And I want to just go through the different elements of this pop-up and you will quickly see why this potentially will not work. Now, first of all, interesting enough for the pop-up, I have a language selector, but on my browser, it shows all up directly with two types of text here, two types of languages. So we have Benveni, welcome to Funabux. Obviously, the store owner tried to circumnavigate the problem that they have two languages, but not everything is in two languages, which is obviously very confusing for a visitor. You always want to create clarity and only show information that makes sense for a visitor. Now, for someone who's not speaking French, for instance, all of this does not make any sense at all. So it's overwhelming, it's confusing, it does not come really to the point, and it's really difficult to find out where are the benefits. Also, the color scheme with the red text on the green background does neither fit their corporate branding, nor is it easy to read on the eye. So from a usability perspective, this is not a good color scheme. You should always make it easy. Always keep in mind there's people who are visually impaired or are using smaller devices who have huge problems to read this. Now, the biggest problem on this one is they're asking far too much information from me. I'm a first-time visitor on this site and I do not know yet what they are selling, if there are any products that I'm interested in, or at all if this is something that I want to go deeper into. And they're asking me here for my first name, my last name, my email address, and my phone number, and then also for my favorite Formula One team. And then down here, we have obviously the huge disclaimer that you need to put in when it comes to collecting phone numbers. And then down here, you see even they didn't work on that. They just copied and pasted in. So instead of having a link to the privacy policy in the terms of services, they still have the text in there, insert link. So, and then obviously a language preference. So I said there are far too many elements on this pop-up. First of all, for a first-time visitor, the one thing that you can ask for is, in a best-case scenario, just the email address and nothing else. People nowadays have huge privacy concerns and they will not give you the first name, the last name, or the phone number in a first contact with a company. So really focus on just the email address and then make clear, obviously, that you really put out the unique selling proposition or the value that you provide by signing up for this newsletter. Nowadays, no one needs more promotional emails in their inbox. No one needs more spam. So people are really selective where they want to sign up for, and they want to get something in exchange. So that can be either information that they are really interested in, that can be a lead magnet, for instance, that you offer a PDF or something in exchange, or you offer a discount code for their first purchase. So as you can see, this is basically a worst case scenario on how a pop-up can look like. And I reckon the sign up rate for this newsletter is very, very small. Now let's go into the next example. Now on this side, I get this pop-up here. So basically I get a white pop-up, overlay pop-up, which has no further information beside of subscribe to our newsletter, email, subscribe, and mate with MailChimp. Now this is obviously very unprofessional at all. So first of all, subscribe to our newsletter. This person or this store is not giving me any reason why I should do this. So there's nothing in exchange. Just subscribe to our newsletter, the only call to action. Then there's a lot of white space here. Usually I reckon there should be either a background image or an image here on the side explaining a little bit more about it. And it's literally nothing. So a very unprofessional, not compelling call to action here, where I would reckon no one really will fill this out and subscribe to their newsletter. As said, no one needs more emails in their inbox. So here, obviously, I would reckon to get completely rid of this and to totally rebuild this pop-up. After the last example, which is obviously a horrible pop-up, I want to show you a much better example. So now on this side, I'm getting this pop-up here. This comes up as an exit intent pop-up, so it gives me time to figure out what the site, what the store is about. And then when I'm trying to leave the site, this pop-up comes. The pop-up is obviously not overlaying everything. It has a good size, and it completely is in the design and brand language of the rest of the website. So that builds up trust with me. I know that I'm still on the same website and nobody is trying to scam me into giving me my email out. So I have the trust that if I give my email, it will go exactly to the site that I just visited. Compelling image here, possibly talks very good to the target audience. And then I have an offer here. So they give me safe 10% discount off on my first order. Sign up below and get instant savings. So a couple of good things here. So obviously everyone wants to save 10%, but the key lies here in instant savings. So they're not only saying you get 10%, they highlight this with instant saving. Everyone wants to have instant gratification, and they basically bet on this and put in the wording, and this is really good copywriting. It's a very clear call to action. Sign up below, so it tells me what to do, and it tells me what I get instant savings. So that's very well done. And then it says here, not subscribe or anything, it says view my code. Now let's try what's happening here. So I enter an email address and then I view my code. And then it tells me also what's happening next. So it says, thank you, your code will be delivered via email, and then continue shipping. So I know that I need to check my inbox now to get the coupon code, and then I click here and I continue shipping. Now, this can be done even better. So instead of delivering the code via email, I would deliver the code instantly within the pop-up. So basically saying, here is your code. Use this at checkout and then continue shopping. This will save the visitor the step to going to their inbox, to log into an email service provider, to find the right email, to open the email, to copy and paste, to coupon code, and so on and so forth. You can still send out the email with all of this information as a backup, but you want to make sure that people directly can copy and paste the coupon code from here, or even better, the coupon code gets automatically added to the checkout. With that, you're not losing the visitor from your website. They will stay on the website and they can continue shopping directly, knowing that their 10% discount will be applied to their order. That makes much more sense and will increase the conversion rate. So therefore, you have basically two benefits from using this way. First of all, the first step was very well done to increase your subscriber rate, to get more people to sign up for your newsletter. And secondly, to get people directly using the coupon code and convert directly. So overall, a well done example on how you can use a pop-up to grow your list. As said, even there is room for improvement. Another example of a pop-up we have on this website. So this website gives me an exit intent pop-up. So it comes only if I'm trying to leave the site, which is good. And then this pop-up comes up and there's a couple of things here that I don't like. So first of all, the logo is very small, not readable. Subscribe and get 10% off your purchase is generally good. I would say get 10% instant off your purchase, just to make sure you get directly. But then they're not collecting my email address. They're trying to collect my phone number for their SMS marketing. Now, people nowadays obviously are very concerned about their privacy, and giving out the phone number is already a big ask. I would recommend to collect in a first step only always the email address. That's something that people are most likely are willing to give out. A phone number is far too personal, and people will possibly not give you the phone number with a first contact. With the phone number, obviously, as I already pointed out, you need to put in this legal text in here to stay legal compliant. And again, this might be a huge conversion blocker for people giving you the phone number. Then down here, the call to action on this page is really difficult to read. You have a white text on this very light background button. So you want to always make sure that your call to action is easy to read, has a strong color, and the text stands out so that people know where to click on. Everything that's not easy to read creates uncertainty, and people most likely will not click on this. So that being said, here a bit of room for improvement. Collect the email address first, change the color scheme of the call to actions to make them easier to read, and go for 10% instant off on your purchase. And I'm sure that this store will see a much higher sign up rate for their newsletter than in this way. The phone number to grow your email list can always be collected in a second step, either deeper later in the customer journey, for instance, on the order confirmation page, on the welcome flow, obviously on the checkout page. You can collect the phone number and then add them to your SMS list. Or what you also can do, and some suppliers like Klaviyo, for instance, support this by now, that you have a two-step process. So you asked for the email address first, then people already have done what is called a micro commitment. So they have already give you some information. And then in a second step, potentially for a different coupon code, you can ask for the phone number. So a two-step process could be, for instance, to say, give me your email address for 10% off. And then on the second page, you would say, or do you want to have 15% off? Give me your phone number. This will definitely increase the chances that people will sign up for your newsletters. I want to give you one final example for a pop-up that can be done better. On this side, the pop-up looks like this. Now, a couple of things happening here. Obviously, I'm a first-time visitor, so I immediately get this huge chat pop-up coming here, and I get a pop-up coming up here asking for my email address. All of this creates confusion, creates uncertainty, what's happening here. I cannot even see what's happening on the side. So just to get to the home page, I need to click two pop-ups away. Sometimes I see even stores that have two pop-ups coming up asking to give my email address. So all of this obviously is not a good user experience, increases the mental and the motoric load to use the website. In regards of conversion rate optimization, obviously this is a nightmare. Now, when it comes to this pop-up where they want to give me or want to ask me for my email address, a couple of things they see here on my screen resolution, I have to scroll down to use the pop-up. Again, not good usability. And then also here, new Welch alternative to Etsy. Okay, that might be something that the store is about. And then sign up to receive the latest news and offers. So basically saying sign up to get our promotional newsletters. Again, nothing giving in exchange, no value here. Likelihood that I will sign up is pretty much zero. And then I'm also asking my full name and my county. So again, asking for too much information in the first step and not giving anything in exchange. So therefore, here I would recommend totally rework this whole thing, give value, give something in exchange, make sure only collect the email address, and then also have a compelling call to action to make sure that people click on it. So let me summarize what you can take away from this short training video. First of all, collecting email addresses and phone numbers to grow your marketing list is a good idea. Secondly, you need to do it the right way. The right way is a pop-up that gives the visitor some time to explore your site first before it shows up. So either use a exit intent pop-up or use a pop-up that shows after 15 or 20 seconds that will give the visitor some time to find out what your store is about and if they are interested in your products or services. Secondly, when your pop-up comes up, keep it subtle, don't have it completely over all the page, and make sure that you have a clear professional look out that reflects the design, the branding of your store, of your website. In the pop-up itself, give something of value. That can be a discount code, that can be content, that can be a PDF, anything, a lead magnet. Give them something where your visitor is willing to give the email address to you in exchange to whatever you offer. Then only ask for one thing at a time. So ask for the email address, maximum for the first name, but that's about it. As said, people are concerned about their privacy. They will not give you more information if they haven't been interacting with your brand in the past. Make sure that the design is easy to read, good readability, good copy. Point out that they will get an instant gratification if they sign up, and make sure that the call to action is clear, straightforward, and tells them what is happening next. If you have a confirmation on there, also tell them what's happening next. For instance, if you're sending out an email with the discount coupon, point out that they need to check their inbox. In the second step, you always can ask for more information. Never start asking for the phone number first. Always start with the email address, then start with the phone number, and you can do this later in the customer journey, either in the order confirmation email, in your email flows, anywhere there. Just bring them back and ask them for more information. That's basically it for how to create a pop-up the right way to grow your email or your SMS list. If you put this in place, you will see an increase in subscribers for your list. And obviously with that, you will be able to reach a bigger number of people that have visited your store and potentially not bought in the first place. So you can start your remarketing campaigns from there. I hope that makes sense. If you have any comments, then leave them on the website. And that's it for this short training video. Have a great day and talk soon. Hey, Klaus here. Before you leave, I have a question for you. Are you a Shopify store owner and you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and not sure what to do next to grow your business? Do you struggle to convert traffic into sales and turn website visitors into buyers? Do you want to have direct access to a mentor who can assist you with your store, your strategy, offer, marketing, sales, and anything else you might need in your business? Then I would invite you to apply for my Get Conversions program, where I show you how to remove the guesswork out of growing your Shopify business and create clarity to optimize your business for maximal growth and profit. This is an application-only program. To apply, go to klauslauter.com to learn more. And finally, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. It's a huge help and allows me to reach more people with this channel. Thanks in advance, and until next time at the e-commerce coffee break.